Fox 31's Joanna Canals this morning with a former pro baseball player teaching some baseball clinics to young ones this summer.
Yeah, I'm sitting here with Tanner and Keegan, and they're already warming up and doing some drills. Jeff Huson over there, former pro player, he's going to be teaching this age group the pro stuff coming up next week. That's on Good Day Colorado. We'll give you some tips.
He played for teams like the Chicago Cubs, Texas Rangers, and now former pro Jeff Huson is teaching young Parker athletes the tricks of the trade in a baseball clinic today.
Yeah, sounds like fun. And fitness reporter Joanna Canals is at Salisbury Park to show parents how to push their kids, but not too hard. Joanna?
Not too hard, and that's what Jeff was telling me. Don't push them too hard, right?
Yes, exactly. That's the biggest thing I think I see now is kids are being pushed not only by their parents but by their coaches, and really throwing too much and too hard and too often, and seeing a lot of injuries now in arms, especially from 13 to 15, 16-year-old kids
so
having Tommy John surgery. It's just it's not right.
Tell viewers what the Tommy
John surgery is basically a ligament that goes right into this area right here, and they have to transplant it because you basically just blow it out.
At 13 years
At 13
of age, that's
years
not
old,
good.
just from overuse.
So you're going to be teaching a clinic. By the way, we're at Salisbury Park this morning in Parker. You're going to be teaching a clinic here next week.
Yes.
All week for kids 7 to 10 years of age.
Yeah, through the town of Parker. It's
already full, sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, folks.
But we're going to be giving some tips, and they're doing actually some drills that you're going to be teaching.
Yes, a throwing progression to make sure that their arms are loose and ready to get going. And the thing about throwing, a lot of times we figured that the kids are young, that they don't need to warm up, they're elastic, and they can just get out there and just start throwing right away.
Yeah.
What we're doing here is just first off, they're just working the wrist area, because you want to make sure you get the wrist going in the throw.
Okay.
The next guys are just really thinking about using their arm a little bit. So they're on one knee, they want to make sure that they stay level and on plane going right back to the next guy, which really helps just to make sure that they're finishing their throws out front. These final guys are really just putting it all together now. They got here, they're going back onto their back leg, and then they're rotating, getting their hips through, so they use all of their body. The thing we see now with kids most of the time are their mechanics are bad.
Yeah.
And they open up with this front shoulder. This kid is doing it absolutely perfect.
All right, Lucas.
As Luke goes, he's coming up, he's got it pointed, he rocks back, and he tucks his glove in right here. Luke is doing outstanding.
You guys are getting tips from a pro today. Jeff played for the Chicago Cubs. I mean, you played for 7 pro teams. You are the bomb. Can I say that, Jeff?
Please do.
We're going to be back in about an hour with some more tips. This is a progression you should do, kids, when you warm up for every game and for every practice.
Before you go to really throwing longer.
And we'll be giving some tips on strengthening that arm also the next hour. So we'll hang out with Jeff for the next hour. These kids are loving it.
That's a late night and early morning for him. He was on the broadcast last night.
Yeah. He's an analyst for Fox Sports Net. They're saying you were late. You were up late last night.
Yes, I was, and you get me up early.
And look how refreshed he looks.
I don't know about that.
And we appreciate him being with us, that's for sure. And I love that idea, getting the kids started the right way, learning it the right way the first time.
Yep.
Good news there. Okay, well,
great over there with that. Hey, you know, every parent is talking about gas prices. We're all feeling the effects. Fox 31's Joanna Canals is live this morning with a Fox focus group that's talking about that issue. Joanna.
Yeah, we're here with some parents who are doing some TV with their kids today, baseball TV. We've been talking about gas prices, and Mike, you were even saying it affects driving 1 or 2 cars to practices and games.
It does. When we're going to church, it's like, all right, honey, get them all in one car. We're not taking 2 cars. Too much gas.
Yeah, it really gets you to start thinking. And our email question for the day today is, are we going to have to start making some changes in terms of local solutions? And Tom, you really have a great aspect on that. What do you think the solution is to bringing those gas prices down?
I think the first easiest slam dunk solution is to go ahead and drill. Or say you're going to drill, because oils are based on futures markets anyway. Once you say you're going to drill, at that point the price will start to come down and stabilize, but then go ahead and drill.
Just do it.
Yeah, secondary nuclear power.
That's kind of scary though, don't you think?
The word's scary, but France does it, why can't we? So, you know, third maybe oil and shale, and then I like what the car companies are doing with the hybrids, that helps, but I think it's a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
I really do. I think the issue is go ahead and drill, get some oil, stabilize the prices, help the economy, and then there's other solutions that will come from private industry anyway.
Okay. I love it when we can talk out here with folks, everyday people who are just feeling the pinch. I'm feeling the pinch. I don't know about you guys back in the studio, but
we're all feeling the pinch for sure, Joanna. It's good ideas out there. Everybody wants to know what's going to happen in the future.
Right.
Thanks so much. 9:21 now. It's a sin, Joanna Canals, as she keeps our kids in shape, and how much baseball is too much baseball. You're watching Good Day Colorado. We're live and local, and we'll be coming right back.
Yeah, and I want to read that book. Well, coming up in the spotlight on fitness today.
How do you know if your little baseball player is pushing too hard and too soon this summer? It's a good question.
It is, because you have a little baseball player at home.
We were just out playing last night.
Oh, because it's good weather for that. Well, fitness instructor Joanna Canals is getting answers straight from a former pro player, Jeff Huson, who we understand he's teaching kids a clinic this week.
Yes, it's Jeff Huson.
Houston, I'm sorry.
Houston. That's okay. Jeff is an incredible person, a former pro player, played for the Chicago Cubs.
Angels, Expos, Mariners. You gotta go through the list. It's a long list. We don't have.
Oh, the ego with Jeff! I just cannot believe it. No, he's such a great guy. He's going to be teaching 7 to 10-year-olds at a clinic here in Parker next week. We got to get the names because you guys are future superstars.
Marcus, Luke, Blake, Keegan, Landon, Tanner.
Oh, and they've been learning all of these really cool things from Jeff this morning, just to kind of take into their season.
Yeah, and we've already touched on how you warm up, but now how do you cool down? And this is basically what this is. After you got done playing or pitching or whatever it is, you get these bands, you make the motions with your arms to strengthen the shoulder up, and then that's the last thing you do. So these guys have already done their internal rotation where they come and they get the inside part of the shoulder right in here. Everybody does it. You put one hand right underneath the elbow, and then you just pull. You do not rotate your shoulders this way. You just pull with the arm. Then you flip it over and you go the other way. You get a little external rotation. Same sort of thing. Remember, we have it just in here, so you're working the back part of the arm. Very, very important. This muscle back here is your rotator cuff. That is the one that helps slow the arm down after you've made a pitch or a throw.
Now, I was going to ask you, these kids kind of think this is a little strange.
Well, they do, and at 7 to 10-year-olds, you're really just introducing the idea of strengthening. It's when you get to 12 or 13, what you're trying to build up right now is just a little bit more arm strength so they don't injure their arms. It's very important as you hit the puberty ages of 13, 14, 15 years old to get this sort of routine going after you've done pitch.
And it's a great investment. I did this, Jason Hirsch was using this when we did the tip last year.
Guys use it in the clubhouse all the time.
So you guys get your parents to buy these. These are maybe like $7. We just tied them to the fence, and it's really a great thing to do after they pitch. So just some ideas. Unfortunately, Jeff's clinic is all full.
Yes,
Nobody
maybe next
can get
year.
in. Maybe next year. You can get on the waiting list.
That's right.
But just some tips to take into the summer, because I think sometimes kids push a little too hard.
Yes, they do. They just need to take care of those arms.
All right. You guys, thanks so much. High fives all around. Yay.
Nice job.
We're going to toss it back to the studio. Have a great baseball season.
Good luck to all those kids.
Fantastic. Thanks, Joanna.
Bye, guys.
Well,